Hello everybody, Adam here. I am a professionally trained audio engineer as well as electric guitarist. And today I'm going to be checking out the band Varials. They just dropped a new song called South of One that I'm pretty stoked to hear. Like most of the bands I listen to, I've only heard like one track from these guys and it was insanely heavy. I am excited to check this out. I will be checking out the overall production, the overall audio quality, and the song structure. And that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Nice. Okay. Right ear guitar. Right ear guitar again. Okay, what they're doing there is cool. They have the right ear guitar and then they fill it out with the left ear. Guitar in the very center. The electric guitar scrapes are really cool. Right ear straight. Alright, everything's left and right now. His drum sounds so good. His kick drum still has a lot of bass to it. They didn't remove a lot of the bassiness. So it has this really big sounding tone that sometimes in metal music you just get this really thinny, thuddy kick drum, but they went more in the direction of Code Orange, which is I think a good call. Great bass tone. Really heavy, like dirty, distorted bass, I like that. Everything is really well mixed. It has its own level, it has its own place. Man, this is so groovy. You can't not headbang to this. It kind of gives me like old school like Linkin Park vibes. With like the pick scraping. Man, that snare sounded good. Okay, got the breakdown. Nice. That was a tempo change too. That reminds me a lot of August Burns Red. Cool use of the dissonant intervals there. Oh, that was it? Oh, okay. Wow, that song was really short. I guess I should be used to songs being short. I just did 2 Dream Theater songs before this. And then I did a Broken by the Scream song that was like 4.5 minutes. So I'm used to songs being like over 5 minutes. But anyway, that was a solid production. So let's talk about the drum tone. Man, that drum tone was amazing. Amazing. Everything had its own place. I just loved how it was overall mixed. But we got to talk about that snare tone and that kick tone. The kick tone had a really good Code Orange vibe to it, where it still had a lot of impact, but it retained a lot of its bassiness. So a way to do that is by EQing. So you can EQ some of the subharmonics and the bass harmonics up just a little bit, and then you put like a high Q on the maybe like between 3,000 to 6,000 hertz, depending on where the click is of the beater hitting the kick drum. So that way you get the impact and you also get the bass. But that's not going to be enough for this type of thing. You're going to need compression on this. So what the compression will do is the kick drum will hit, you get all the bassiness, you get the initial impact, and then you need a really fast release. So what I mean by that is the kick drum hits, boom, and then it stops almost immediately. Just kick, boom. That would be a really good way of getting this type of tone. Also, what you can do is you can use a parallel compression. So what that is you have the kick drum or the entire drum set. You know, you have like all like 10 or 12 tracks depending on how big your drum set is, how many mics you have. Then you bust that out to an auxiliary track that has compression on it. And you just get this really, really hyper compressed sound that really emphasizes the bass notes. And then what parallel means is you're using the original drums and your compressed drums in tandem. And then you're mixing the two together to find the best tone. So that would be my advice for getting that type of drum tone. The snare tone was just absolutely incredible. It didn't sound fake, which is really hard to do in modern metal music. Like, I feel like most of the snare drums I listen to are just a sample, or they're a sample mixed in with the original snare drum. But his snare sounded so good. I would love to know how they recorded that and what type of effects they're using on that, because that just sounded amazing, especially during that like pre-breakdown part. The bass tone was just this is really heavy, dirty, bassy tone that really I felt like fit the overall vibe of the song. This is a dirty song as far as like the production style. So you need like a really low tuned, high EQ for like the 300 and 320 hertz area. And I would also increase at maybe 5,000 hertz so that you can get some of those harmonics from the low end. You can also get like the pick hitting the bass as well. The vocals sounded really solid. I don't have much to say about it other than the fact that they were performed well. They sounded good. They sat on top of the mix well, so good job on that. The electric guitar tones were incredible. I really, really liked how they were able to use the electric guitar scrapes in this very, very creatively. That's what gave me like that old like Linkin Park type of groovy vibe to this. I felt like it fit the song so well. A very good songwriting choice and a very good production choice as well. The electric guitars just sat in the left ear and right ear most of the time, other than the intro, where they had the right ear going for most of the time, and then for impact, they added the left ear, like the boom, boom. That was in the left ear. Boom, boom, left ear. And that makes you anticipate what's going to go on next. It's a good mixing trick. So good job on that. I don't have anything else to say. Just short song, pretty short reaction. Very cool. My only critique is that I wish the song was just like 30 seconds longer. I felt like the song kind of grooved for 3 minutes and then stopped. I would have liked some type of dynamics. Maybe like another breakdown, or maybe like a melodic type of chorus thing. And they don't need to have singing in order to be melodic. It's just maybe something to open up the song a little bit, because there was a lot of tension throughout the song. But that's just a minor songwriting critique. It's not an audio critique. The audio sounded absolutely phenomenal. So, I mean, good job on this. I'll definitely be checking out more in the future. If you're liking the content, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the sub and the bell button as well. I do have a Patreon page. My Patreon page helps me support my covers that I'm doing. In the future, I will have, and currently right now, I'm working on a full Fiverr band cover. And those are expensive. So any dollar that you can give me on the Patreon page will help support my content. All the money from Patreon goes right back into the channel so I can put out like amazing covers and get new equipment and stuff like that. So, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.